A great light flashed all around me, and I fell to the ground, and I heard a voice say to me, Saul, Saul, why are you persecuting me, now and forever?
Hello, welcome back to a very special episode of The Gamer Hole today. We have Hexloom, as you see. You actually just saw a fantastic intro by him.
Great.
Since this is the past, now that you're watching this, I don't even know what it's going to be, but I bet it's great. Hexloom is here filling in for Zchum today. He couldn't join us, but welcome Hexloom, and welcome everybody watching. I'm joined by Kings and Decky, of course, and welcome to the hole once again.
Hello.
How was that? Good intro?
Great intro. Professional.
All right,
Great
good.
intro.
Thank you very. High
Kings
quality.
thought I was going to
tier.
stumble over it. I did okay. I stumbled a little bit.
A little bit at the end, but beginning's
Yeah.
great.
It's pretty good, right? The little time travel bit, that was nice.
I appreciate you manning up and doing that
Yeah.
for all of
My
us.
pleasure. Yeah. So we just recorded a very interesting members only episode where we were like getting a pretty deep look into Hex's past, stuff that none of us knew about. Maybe we won't jump on this topic quite yet, but it's a little bit heavy. Maybe we should keep it a little lighter to start and then move into that a little later.
Yeah, that's
sure.
a good idea. So let's talk about hate raids.
Yeah, hate raids.
Yeah.
Start with
Perfect.
something lighter. Yeah.
Yeah.
I had mentioned this right before the podcast that I was like, are we going to talk about the hate raids? Because when we're recording this, it was yesterday. It was like the blackout day on Twitch. When I was like just about to go live, I was like on Twitter, and I was like, oh, are we not supposed to stream today? I've been kind of out of the circle on the hate raid circle, so I don't know what the fuck's going on with this, is what I'm saying. But yeah, I was like, we're gonna talk about this. So yeah, Kings apparently knows what's going on. Can you give us a rundown?
I never know what's going on either.
Yeah, I can give you a brief one. Again, I don't know 100%, but I mean, from what I've read in Twitter and stuff like that, and seen some of the stuff. Hate raids are essentially an organized, semi-organized through Discords and other means, ways of raiding people in very hateful ways, if you could imagine that. So it's usually marginalized people that have a lower number of viewers, and they're usually minorities, whether it's transgendered, black, maybe just a woman, someone that they really want to prey on for being not a white male streamer, I guess. I'm not sure.
Yeah, everyone is not a white guy.
Essentially,
Nice.
yeah. It's whoever they choose, and they do it through, I believe, Discord, and they have like a bot network that sort of raids them, and real people that go in and also just kind of try to destroy their stream and their flow and just say horrible things, I guess. So it's just a raid for hate. And so far, Twitch has done, this has gone on for a while, but I guess it got really bad now that it's become more organized in Discords. And Twitch has done...
I was gonna say, it's like, yeah, like it seems like a thing that
It's
has been around
shocking
for
to me.
years.
Yeah, it's been around, but it hasn't been to this level. And essentially what the big problem is, Twitch has done dog shit other than put out like some PR bullshit statement a week after everyone starts complaining, right? Like 2 weeks go by and then Twitch gives out their, PR. We believe this is wrong. It's like, yeah,
They
of
always
course
do
you
so
do.
well at that. Yeah.
Yeah, what the fuck?
No
Like,
kidding.
of course, you should have said that right off, and you should have done something about it. To the point where
What can they really do, though?
Well, that's the thing. Is Streamlabs has already implemented like just a button that automatically turns your everything into like it makes it so you have to be a followers only and all this other stuff in a very easy way. And that's all they've really could do right now, except Twitch,
Right.
since they have all the access, can get rid of these accounts. I mean, it's very hard to get rid of all of them, but they could work on this, maybe have a button.
Aren't they just like being like spammed out kind of thing?
That's what it is. It's pretty much
accounts?
like, so sometimes what they do is they have a lot of different accounts with the same name, like I don't know, like such and such, like trans is not real, I think was one of them. So they were making account names, so that way the follower would also pop up, like your follow alert would also say like trans
so
is
even
not
if it's like
real,
emote only
and there
mode
would
or
be
something to
thousands
avoid
of
it.
them. So Streamlabs itself made like a little button that you press, like an emergency Streamlabs button, that essentially makes it so no follower alerts are read. All this stuff automatically is done through one button, whereas these smaller streamers that aren't used to big raids, they have all that set up, and it's like a pain to turn off.
They could also make it just a little harder to make a Twitch account.
That
would really
what I was
solve
thinking.
the problem too. Like, why can't they just make it like linked to like a phone number or something?
Well,
you know what I mean? Or like,
I thought it
one of the
did.
things that, well, it
I don't think you
does
have to do that.
verify, but you don't have to. But I think that one of the things that Twitch did was they said, "Oh, you can just ban those words," and someone made a bot to ban all variations of. He just did a random word, but essentially it was similar to just like gamer words, right? And he was like, just to do every single variation of this one word, it would take my bot, not me, but my bot. I think it was like 72 days or something like that to ban all of them because of how Twitch does their ban request things. It's so hard to do. You can't just upload like a list. You have to actually put them kind of individually in. So even with a bot putting them in for you, it would take his bot 72 days or something like that to ban everything for one single word. So that's where like Twitch made the thing.
I don't
like,
get
oh,
how
you should
people
ban
think that
words.
shit's funny or entertaining. Like, I don't get why people would
I just
still
think
even
people
do
are
that.
assholes to be
Like,
assholes. Yeah.
Well, yeah, I think like most of them are just dumb fucking kids who just like want to like push the boundaries and just be an asshole.
Or just super, the people that are organizing this, I think, are just like super racist and
Yeah.
like, not cultured. They just don't understand whatever it is, and they're just being assholes to be assholes.
That too, of course. Because like it takes some effort to do this, doesn't it? Like,
No, it costs money to do this. It's not like they're doing it for free either. Like this isn't like, I'm sure some people are doing it without paying, but some of these bot networks that they're putting in cost money. Like not a ton, but you're still putting money into this. Like, who goes out of their way and wastes money just to fucking ruin one person's day? Which, I mean, now it's lots of people's day, but yeah. Like, it's gotten to the point where, like, some people are just not streaming because they don't want to.
wow.
Jesus.
I mean, it is harassment, and it's hard to... as you guys know as streamers, sometimes people say shit that actually, might affect you, and that sucks. But think about that every time you go stream, when you normally have maybe 30 viewers.
That's not what it's.
Yeah. And then you get like 100,000 people come in and say, just, I mean, it's not really, but it's bots, but you have tons of people come in and just harass you. It just sucks. That's why they don't want to stream again. So that's why I think
I didn't realize that was such a widespread issue. I mean, I guess it kind of makes sense.
I don't know I don't know everything about it. I just read a lot of it, and it seems like it's an issue that Twitch needs to do something about. It's a very difficult issue to do anything about.
That's what these guys want. They want like a reaction out of people, but yeah, it has to be addressed.
It has
What
to be,
do
obviously,
people want
but-
Twitch to do? That's what I don't see. I don't see a solution.
I'm not sure. I think one of the ways is what Aqua said. Make it so accounts can't just be made. Make it so bots are verified, so they're not actual just bots to hate raid. You know what I mean? Like,
I think that would be good for the whole
verification.
platform anyway.
Right,
Yeah,
'cause there
that'd
shouldn't
be
be
good
bots.
for the entire platform.
Yeah,
to do
like
that.
I agree it would be good. I see Twitch being like, fuck no, because I mean they want as easy access to the platform as they can get for viewership.
Yeah. But maybe
not
they
saying
just need
that's
it.
a legitimate
What I
thing,
think
but-
they should do is maybe they should just make it so there's more verification for chat members. You can watch whatever. Maybe, but I don't know. And then people also said, well, and this was one of the arguments that they said, it's not Twitch's fault. You should just put on follower only mode, which is, it's an okay thing to put. But we know as streamers and also as viewers, we don't fucking want to go into a chat that's follower only mode.
Yeah,
I don't want to. I
I also don't want
Good
to.
luck.
For a month.
Yeah, I mean, Decky was pissed when he found out that he was accidentally follower only mode. But a lot of people are saying you should put follower only mode for like, you have to be following for like 48 hours before you can talk.
Mm-hmm.
And that would
Even
really
that, I don't.
Yeah,
Well,
it does
even
suck.
that-
I feel like a lot of people. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
I feel like, it's really hard to get people to follow. And like, I think a lot of people follow because of those early interactions they might have in someone's stream.
Yeah.
Like,
If I ever am like sent to someone new that has follower only mode, I am out of there so fast.
yeah, exactly.
I'm out of there in a heartbeat.
You can't have
I'm
that
not
personal
taking the
connection.
time.
You can't talk to him. You have to
Right.
follow and then
Yeah.
wait whatever it is, then talk.
That's
just
what
to
Twitch
see
And
if
is
also
you
don't
fucking
know if I
the
like
guy.
their stream. Yeah, exactly. I'm not gonna just follow them just to follow them.
Yeah, that shit is like devastating, especially like for like a up and coming channel.
Yeah.
Fuck.
But
yeah,
it would
that's
be
what the-
beneficial to have like a button to push that I can
Right.
do it if something like that would happen, or just like emote only mode or something like that.
And
Another
that's what
thing we can
Streamlabs
talk
did.
about.
Streamlabs did a button that turns them all on automatically type of deal. Whereas with Twitch itself, you have to kind of, you can still do it, but it takes like, 10 buttons
Right.
or whatever to kind of give you the security.
Yeah, it should be on that
Do you
little
even-
dashboard thing.
The
Do you even
dashboard
need
just have a
to
panic
verify?
Yeah, that'd be sick actually.
button. And the panic button should also alert staff, and then they can come in and get rid of all the bots that, have been sent to your channel.
That would work too.
Yeah.
Do you even need an email to make a Twitch account? Do you need like to confirm on an email
I think
address?
you need an email, but I don't think you have to confirm it.
Yeah, you just do like
Okay,
10-minute
make it
trash
so you
email
have to
thing,
confirm it, and that would really fucking help Twitch. Speaking of Twitch, I don't know if you guys want to move on yet, but
We can move on.
Basically, fuck those guys.
Fuck those guys.
Like who are doing this shit.
And Twitch
You're
needs to do
an
more.
idiot. Twitch needs to also, step up a little bit and handle this shit. I think like the suggestions we just came up with on the fly are probably very good options to help address it. But speaking of Twitch, also Tim the Tatman and Lupo going to YouTube.
Oh, Lupo's going too?
Lupo.
Yeah.
I didn't
Lupo
know that
first.
Tim was until like 5 minutes before this cast. I knew Lupo
Yeah.
did. I didn't know Tim did.
Yeah, they both
Yeah.
did in the
Intended.
last. Lupo
Wow.
went 48 hours ago, 72 hours, whatever, and then
Yeah.
Tim did 24 hours ago, I think. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Honestly, like this could be like another push, like Mixer or something. I think it's very good, and YouTube I think has a better shot at being competition than Mixer was for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
And Mixer did a pretty good job.
I
but
think Mixer's tech was really good. Flow was really good. They just didn't understand streaming. Like the
but
the
they
people
were a
at the
brand
top,
new platform.
the
Yeah.
people at the top didn't understand streaming. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Twitch really needs to up their bitrate. 6,000 bitrate to stream at is dog
oh my
shit.
God.
And 8 for
I can't
partners.
believe that.
That's low as fuck.
You need
Oh, you get
10K.
8? I didn't even
Yeah.
know that. Yeah, I think
Yeah.
10 should
Well,
be minimum.
It's not even 8 for partners because it's 8 for partners, but they don't ever tell partners that really. They just sort of glance over it.
Yeah.
But yeah, anyways.
I just know partners get like priority with stuff like that. But dude, 6,000 is unbelievable, especially with the
It's so
platform
low.
like Twitch.
Yeah, it's so low.
Yeah.
And,
I think
I'm okay with them keeping it lower for I think what they should do is they should just have like 6,000 for anyone who's not affiliate, maybe like 7,000 or 8,000 for affiliates, whatever it is, and then bump it up to like fucking 10 for partners. Like you need to make it so people that actually stream and make money on your platform and make you tons of money can fucking stream. Because that's the big problem.
Dude,
Like, when
Tarkov
grass
looks like
dog
shit all the time. Russ looks like shit. It sucks. I don't
yeah,
know.
the grass is rough.
Grass is the worst.
I think Twitch having a little competition is a good thing.
Oh,
me
sure.
too.
Yeah, for sure. And this the blackout day or the not streaming day that Decky was talking about was about the hate raids, but it just
Getting
coincided
Twitch to
with
address it.
this YouTube pressure, which I think is going to make it so Twitch actually has to do something now. Like those two things coming together. Yeah. I just hope.
What
Twitch
would
does
it
better.
take to get you to switch to YouTube?
That's an Aqua question.
Because if you think about it, you have 600 and some K on, or close to 700K on YouTube, right? So what would make you go over there to stream?
A nice contract.
That's fair.
YouTube's pulling out the checkbook right now. God damn.
Yeah. If they made me a good enough offer, I would probably go. Yeah.
Like, I mean, yeah, with your like YouTube channel already, that wouldn't be the worst transition.
I think YouTube streaming is like very legitimate, honestly.
I think YouTube streaming needs to be redone. There's a lot of problems with it. I think they need
There's
to
problems with it.
revamp
Absolutely.
with a lot of the YouTube. I think YouTube streaming, one of the big problems that I have with YouTube streaming is they did not separate it. It's part of your YouTube.
I agree.
And I think they should be separate. Because right now when I type in
agree.
youtube.com/whatever, it's not going to come up with your stream. You have to get a new
It's
link.
confusing who's live and when.
Yeah.
It really is.
Yeah.
They need to make some changes like that. But also, like, another reason I like to be on Twitch currently is I don't like all my eggs in one basket. You know what I mean? Like having YouTube and Twitch, like, as like, you know, things to fall back on if something fucks up. That's nice. And that has a lot of value in my opinion. So that's another reason I like to be on Twitch. But yeah, I don't know. Just
you know which
like
one
that.
has the worst, I think, is Facebook. Facebook gaming is like the worst thing to navigate.
Facebook,
I haven't even tried to.
Yeah, I haven't.
There's only one person on there that I'll watch.
Facebook. The problem with Facebook is they did the same thing that I just barely said about YouTube. It's part of your fucking thing. Like if it was a separate thing, if Facebook just owned another streaming network, it could be beautiful. They would from the
bought
ground
Mixer.
up.
They should have just kept it.
They should
Also,
just they
like,
have Mixer. They should just kept it. Yeah.
Facebook is like your name. It's like so personal.
It's
Nobody
your
wants that
Well, you can
personal on a gaming
You can make a
thing.
business account, but it's still connect. Like it's all
Yeah, but no one's
personal.
doing
Who's gonna
that.
do that?
Yeah,
it's
like
too
if
personal.
you type some fucking dog shit in chat like during a stream, like it's just like attached to you, like you.
You're just doxing yourself.
Yeah, it's like weird. It's like not good. I don't know.
It fixes hate raids.
That's true, but I mean, you can make a some
it
dud
makes
account
sense.
there
Just
too.
make it up.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's an issue there, in my opinion. It's just they're trying to like take something and turn it into something else, like kind of like what YouTube did too. YouTube is video, and they're trying to stream. Twitch has just always been streaming, so it's like it's built for that, and like I think they can do things to make it that, but they have to do them.
Well, maybe
Anyways.
it'll get them in gear or something.
That's what I think every streamer is hoping. No matter what platform you choose,
Competition's good. Yeah.
Yeah,
always.
competition will breed innovation. So hopefully Twitch steps up. Hopefully YouTube steps up. Hopefully it's a better platform for everyone. Like both platforms are better for everyone.
I would say
But
if you're
again-
struggling on Twitch, now would probably be a good time to switch to YouTube.
I do not know if
honestly-
I would. I do not know if I would suggest
Well,
that, though. It's
I'm saying if you're
scary.
struggling to grow.
It's
Well,
scary to do that.
I have a thought.
I
about
know,
that.
but
YouTube, does the stream algorithm work similarly to videos? Like, do you have a shot at them picking you up when you're live?
Okay,
more
so
than because on
in-
Twitch you're not getting anything.
no.
Yeah, but
You
on
won't be
YouTube,
suggested.
this is what it is. On YouTube, you are better discovered if people go to youtube.com/gaming or whatever, and it goes through the list, right? There is discoverability there. The problem with YouTube is that if someone likes you, let's say they find you on YouTube Gaming, they actually do not ever get shown that again because you have a different link every time you stream. It's not youtube.com/live/your name. It's some sort of weird, like, every single time you have to have a new link, because Dr. Lupo actually had internet issues in his first stream and it went down for a second and he had to post a new tweet with a new link because he couldn't join this. It was such a weird thing.
Oh, that's not good.
And that's like,
yeah.
one of the
Why
things
isn't
that
it
he-
just
terrible.
Why isn't it just the channel? And then
Because
they just click the stream.
They need to fix it because right now what happens
Yeah.
is when you go live, they can go to, youtube.com/ whatever the name is, and you'll be on there, but it doesn't show the actual stream. It shows your stream on your page, not playing, but just says like the little live banner. And then you have to click that to go to the actual link.
It needs to be like a live now watch thing.
It needs to be a separate thing. It needs to be YouTube, and then it needs to be YouTube streaming. And it just needs to be two different things. That way I can go to YouTubestreaming.com
I would
/Dr. Lupo, and whenever I press enter on that, I know it shows if he's live or not. And if
is
it
there
is,
at
if he is
least
live,
like
it's
a
just
section?
There.
Is there at least like a section you can go to on the YouTube front page that shows like live channels or something?
Yeah, youtube.com/gaming will show the live the stuff. The problem is that if you click someone and you like them, it's not the same link the next time. You have to actually subscribe to their YouTube channel and then
well, it's like following on Twitch.
Follow that YouTube channel to figure it out. On Twitch, it's always the same link. It's always twitch.tv/AquaFPS. I can type that in and press enter and check at any time.
Yeah.
True. And that's just what it is. I just think that they need to fix that, fix a couple other issues. And also the UI, and the UX, the functionality of it. It's just
messy.
It's just messy. If they fix those
That's
things.
another thing too. Yeah.
But I think what
YouTube's
Twitch
like
needs to do.
Not as clean, yeah.
One of the big things that YouTube has over Twitch is they have 10K bitrate? Like, why doesn't Twitch just do that? That was one of the huge things on Mixer as well, and Mixer's compression was really good. But Mixer's was, I think, 10K.
Yeah, it was like instant.
And it was instant, there was no delay, and the compression was great, it looked better, and it was 10K bitrate, I think was the max. Why hasn't Twitch upped their bitrate? I think 6,000 bitrate was the same thing in 2012. Like, why haven't they upped the bitrate?
Maybe it's one of those things where they know that they're top dog, and they know that people are just going to come back to it anyway.
They just have no competition ever. Yeah.
You get to a certain point where you can just do whatever the fuck you want, pretty much.
Yeah.
I feel like it's kind of like that. But if they have all these big hitters leaving, they don't have Dr. Disrespect anymore. They don't have.
Yeah.
I mean,
Which
not
I
that
heard,
these
I heard
three
Dr.
people are big, but
Dr. Disrespect is suing Twitch now, so we might actually find out why he left.
Shit.
I'm so curious. Everybody's
I want to know so
curious.
bad.
It's not gonna be anything cool. Like I wish it was.
It'll be contract
story,
break,
but it's just gonna be legal bullshit. Yeah.
It'll be some sort of contract break.
Probably something stupid.
He might have
that.
he might have
boring.
talked to Mixer before he was allowed to, because technically he signed a contract with Twitch, something like that, and they got rid of him. I think that might be what it is, some sort of legal weird thing. Because
I would guess it's something like that. Yeah.
He's represented by CAA, so that's it's so fucking buttoned up. I don't know if we'll ever hear. Maybe with a court thing we'll hear some stuff, but I mean the company that represents him is the ones that do like Hollywood actors. So. And Hollywood actors kill people and get away with it, so I'm sure that he'll be fine.
I've met Matthew Broderick before, speaking of that. Just throwing that out there. That's a celebrity
He
that
did
killed someone.
Yeah.
Yeah, he ran into someone, I think, with a car, right? Or something.
I think he like hit someone with a car, something like that.
I don't think it was on purpose, but I'm just...
No, certainly not. Although, who knows?
Anyway, yeah.
How was he? Was he nice? Did he try and hit you with a car?
Very nice.
That was mean.
He was a very nice person.
Was he driving in
Very
a car?
soft
He seems
spoken.
nice.
No.
Oh, so he wasn't in a car. So maybe he's...
I met him face to face.
Dude,
Oh, okay.
that's gotta really, you gotta, if it's really a total accident, could you imagine going through something like that?
I agree. I made it.
With that guilt,
he was drunk or something. There's
It
reason that
happens.
people hate him for it.
Oh,
was
okay.
he?
Then in that
Okay,
case,
I
in
didn't-
that case,
I think
fuck
so.
him.
I don't think it was
Really?
maybe
Yeah,
a
fuck
family
him.
members, but at least that's what I had in my head.
Dude, honestly,
this up.
that is such scary shit. Honestly, man, this. I was talking about this on my stream the other day. This pro skateboarder, named Corey Kennedy. He was in the car with a filmer, a friend of his, and it was I hope I get the facts right on this, but it was a snowy day, an icy on the road kind of snowy day. And he had drank 2 beers at the bar. They were out for lunch or dinner or something. Like they just had a couple drinks, and you know, he smokes a lot of pot like daily. So he like had some marijuana in his system, like what most people do like day to day in their lives. And like he wasn't necessarily like heavily intoxicated. I think he was like 1 point over the legal limit or something, or like 1 point. He was like matched with the legal limit, but he also had some THC in his blood, like something like that. And like they had like just a straight up like icy road car accident. But like since he you know had this stuff in his system, just barely, like he would probably still could borderline legally operate the vehicle. He was charged with like manslaughter and got like a lot of prison time. Like that shit is so scary.
Yeah, but
that happens all the time, I bet.
I mean, my the drinking and driving.
Oh, his friend who was in the car with died in the accident. I should have mentioned that. But yeah, so, like crazy.
When I was terrifying. In high school, I don't ever drink and drive. If I have like even a full one, I don't drive. Like I'll take, you know, maybe if I, you know, have half.
Well, if you wait long enough after to drive,
even then I would drive, because when I was in high school, one of my friend's older brothers, who was like a mentor to me, died in a drunk driver he tried to get on an exit of an interstate, like one way,
wrong way
on an interstate.
Yeah.
He went the fucking wrong way, and he ended up dying, and two other of my friends were in the car, and they survived luckily, but that fucks you up, especially the driver of that car. So yeah, I don't believe in even one. You drink one and you just not way home.
Yeah,
it's not worth it.
It's just not worth
to risk it. Exactly what you said. To risk it on not knowing, it's just not worth it.
You're risking your life in more ways than one. Like like your own, and then like if you hurt someone else, that's like horrible, and then like also you can like go to jail for like ever. Like it's just crazy.
So much easier to just Uber somewhere.
Exactly.
Yeah, really.
That's what I'm saying. If
you don't
I'm
have to
drink
drive
at all, you just Uber.
And then you have like the peace of mind just knowing that you can do whatever the fuck you want. Like
exactly.
That night, essentially. Oh, I just want to say Matthew Broderick was not drunk. I don't want to.
Oh, okay.
Put a bad light.
Sorry, Matthew. I apologize.
Matthew, we're sorry.
I thought there was something that was
it's good that we cleared
evil
that up,
about
probably.
it, or like that people were like angry besides just the car accident.
Well, yeah, because he killed two people apparently. So it's said Broderick was faced. Blah blah blah. Wait. Broderick and Gray survived, but the two passengers in the other vehicle died. He was just going the opposite way, so it was a head-on collision. So him and who he was with survived. It said that he was faced with serving up to 10 years in prison for causing death by dangerous driving. However, the actor was just later fined $175 and convicted of the lesser charge of careless driving.
Jesus.
So he went from 10 years to being like charged 170.
So that's why people are so upset, is because
movie star privilege,
died.
I guess.
If he was being dumb, reckless driving, then people could
driving on the wrong side of the road if you're not drunk. Like what?
It was just I guess it was at night. It was somewhere not in America, I think.
That makes a little bit more sense. Yeah, if it's like English.
I've already closed the page. I'm making up stories.
Every situation is tough to really analyze, because no one's ever going to know 100% of the facts. But be smart.
Should have asked him.
Yeah, you should have asked him.
You want to talk about something fun?
Right,
yeah.
Somebody's at my door, better bag.
Just a couple days ago, I got recognized in public for the first time.
Wow.
Ever. Yeah. Me and my wife took a quick little trip to Rhode Island, and we were walking around like in a beach town pier area, and like this group of dudes who just looked like fucking gamers. Like we walked by them and I'm like, those guys are gamers. Like they just looked like them. And they were like college kids, maybe maybe high school or college. I think they were like freshmen in college. That's how I would guess they were. I didn't even notice them like looking at me. We like basically just like went around a corner and like slipped right by each other, and I was like, those guys, they seem like gamers. I feel like it was so weird. Like I just like when I saw them, I was like, they know for some reason.
Your
got
gamer
that
senses
impression.
were tingling. Like you can recognize when other gamers are around.
Yeah. I really like knew sort of somehow, and we just like continued walking down the pier, and then like I just heard like Aqua like behind me, and I turn around, and they were like, "Are you Aqua?" And I was like, "Yes, this is the first time I've ever been recognized. Oh my God, hello!" I was like so excited to see them. And it was like a group of dudes, like there were like maybe 5 of them. And 2 of them were like, "Hey, can we get a picture?" Like all this stuff. They were super nice. And I was like, "You guys play Tarkov?" They were like, "Yes, all the time. We watch you all the time." And it was just like really nice to see like, you know, someone out there. Like you're not all just numbers. You're real. It's just like nice affirming that, you know what I mean? And they were super cool, super nice. We didn't talk for long. They kind of just like, I was just walking with my wife. So like, they were like, "Oh, okay, well, enjoy your vacation." And I was like, "Oh, that's so nice. Thank you." Like, and they were like super cool. It was just nice. It was nice. It was a nice first experience outside of like a gaming convention that someone recognized me in public. And like, I was recently talking to Wellen about it, and he was like, "Yeah, it happens like fairly regularly." Like, he's obviously bigger than I am, but still. And like General Sam, like, I think it happens to them all the time, but like, I'm pretty sure it was like an unusual amount of time for it to not have happened to me, but it was just kind of weird.
Wellen and General Sam both go outside.
For it to happen.
Yeah.
That too. Yeah, I don't go out much. That is probably part of it.
Well, you also it's been pandemic.
That's true.
So it's a little bit.
Yeah, and like
pandemic.
I think,
less
yeah,
outside, more mask, that kind of stuff. Yeah,
that's true too. Yeah. But yeah, it was weird. It was a new experience, and if you're watching, hi, it was nice meeting you again. But yeah. They were nice.
Yeah, I don't remember the text message exactly, but I know Aqua said something, and I said, "It happened."
Yeah, I texted Kings. Yeah. I told him.
Just all excited. That's awesome.
Yeah, I told my parents too.
See, what I said to Aqua is, I said, "Was your wife impressed?"
What did they say?
Because that is the only reason
she actually was kind of.
Yeah, that is the only reason why.
Was.
If I was a streamer and stuff, that's the only reason why I'd ever want to get recognized. Is not, I mean, I'd love to talk to them and hang out with them, and it'd be cool. But the cool thing would be the person next to you that doesn't really know you, but kind of like, "Oh yeah, you do that thing online."
Yeah.
Where someone actually recognizes you and wants to talk to you. That would be, like, oh, they might be like, "Oh,
funny.
You actually are cool."
She is finally showing some signs of finding me somewhat attractive all of a sudden. God. Something I am certainly not used to.
Yeah.
Between Manscaped and that.
It's
yeah, dude. I'm a whole new man now.
Yeah.
Use code TheGamerHole if you want some shaving
just
stuff, by the way. Oh, is it just GamerHole?
Yeah, it's just
Use
I don't
code
know.
GamerHole.
I gotta say, I thought that shit was gonna be like cheapy stuff, but it's actually really nice. I didn't.
Yeah.
It's actually really good shit.
It works a little too well. Honestly, I have
My
never.
balls are too shaved.
Yeah, honestly.
I've been a little bit. Let's get into the details. I want to talk about my balls. This is great.
Okay, sure.
That ball deodorant. I've never moisturized or deodorized my balls before.
Yep.
But
I'm
that
scared
ball
of it.
deodorant, I don't know how much to use because it just soaks into the skin.
Whole bottle.
So one time, I was all
Dip 'em in.
getting down there, and rubbing them in, and like it just did a little dime, and then I was like, well, do I need more? And it says the surrounding areas. Am I supposed to do the shaft? Am I I need more specific instructions, Manscaped. Where does my ball deodorant go?
I don't use ball deodorant much.
This is just a funny thing to talk about, and also a great plug. It's a good subject.
We're not even paid
This
to
isn't even
plug.
sponsored.
Yeah,
This isn't even sponsored. We're just
it's
talking
just
about
fun
the
to
old
talk
sponsor.
about.
But
Yeah,
I don't.
exactly.
I believe in the ball wash, which they didn't send you. I don't believe, but their ball wash, I love because regular soap, it doesn't have enough moisturizer, so you get, a little bit of stickiness after. So this one is like an actual wash that's meant to make sure there's no chafing as well. So their wash is way better than their deodorant. So you guys should pick that up.
Is this a problem you guys have a lot? Or?
I don't know.
No, but I like
After a
having
shower.
I like having clean balls.
Yeah, same.
Yeah.
I don't.
Well,
The stickier, the better for me. If they're not sticking to my thighs when I walk,
I think I'm pretty low maintenance down there.
oh, here's
not a lot
another thing
going
for you
on.
guys.
Very
If you guys-
compact, very easy to deal with.
I think you guys are
just kidding.
refined gentlemen. Do you guys
Yeah.
wear boxer briefs?
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Everything's box.
Have you ever looked into the company Saks or any company that has
Just for Saks,
yeah,
like Tedeki?
like a ball? Essentially, it's like a little
No.
pouch.
I know what you're talking about.
You should look into those.
It's
very
just like
cool.
a bra for your balls, essentially.
Essentially, what it is it makes it so your balls will never touch your other skin, your leg skin, or anything like that. So there is no like adjustment needed
That
ever.
sounds so uncomfortable. There's like a thing like
It's a
That seems
fucking
weird.
best. It's the fucking best.
I like to remember they're there. I like when they touch, like bounce around.
You like it
bump
when
into
it's
shit.
like you don't like to bump into if you like to bump into shit, have a little bit of
I see what
like
he's
oh
talking
man,
about.
it's
nice
on my
to
leg. I gotta
know they're there.
adjust it.
Like
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah,
yeah,
I don't know
it's
about
part
that.
of life. I'm just used
you
to dealing with
barbarians.
them. It's no big deal.
Freaking barbarians.
I do like that pair of underwear they gave us. I haven't worn it yet, but it seems very nice. The material seems nice.
That's the type that I like to wear. The ones that are a little bit stretchier because I wore spandex all my life or a lot of my life. So
I tried to buy these boxers on Amazon. Like, you don't really know what you're getting on Amazon.
boxers are the worst.
Yeah. I got these. They were boxer briefs. And I don't remember what brand it was, but they were so tight around they were definitely made to like make you look like sexy a little bit. And that's not what I meant to buy at all. They were just like very tight around every little area.
Like that.
And they were also shiny.
Like silk.
I don't know. They were just like very shiny, very strange, but they were not comfortable at all. And that's all I kind of want. You know what I mean? And I just threw them all away.
When are we doing a
I
gamer
like
hole
tried them
calendar?
out. I was like,
We should do a
I
gamer
went to
hole
my wife.
calendar.
I was like, how do you feel about these? And she was like, those are a little weird. And I was like, okay, I'm just going to get rid of these.
Aw.
Here's the real question.
Self-esteem.
Yeah.
For y'all's boxer game. Do you guys have multicolors? I think this is King's gonna be like, this is mundane bullshit that Aqua would ask, but I'm very curious, and I wonder about this about most other men. I am strictly a black boxer man,
Same.
straight
Mostly,
black boxer
yeah.
briefs. I don't want any of that other stuff. But
I don't
I'm
buy
not-
any other color.
My girlfriend bought some of my boxers, so they're multicolored. And then I also purchased some. Mostly they're solid usually, but like solid one color, but they're different colors. But there is a lot of different variations.
sometimes you get some pattern.
Yeah, why
I
not?
got
Just have a little fun.
different colors. Yeah.
Well, exactly. That's what a lot of people tell me. But I mean, I'm a very plain person when it comes to my colors in general,
Yeah,
so I wouldn't
okay.
expect much from myself. But yeah, no, I just find that it speaks a lot on a man's personality because it's not a very visible thing. It's not that important, but people still prioritize it.
They tend to come in packs with all different colors anyway. So
Yeah.
I just, I don't really
some of them
care
are like that.
personally. Yeah. So like
That
I
makes
just
me
have
mad.
them because
I gotta
of that.
find the pack of the blacks only.
Interesting. I don't care personally.
Interesting.
I have a pair that came in a pack that are red. They're just like red. They're for when I'm feeling fancy,
Really fancy or it's Christmas.
Yeah. But my favorite pair is dark gray. My favorite pair.
Dark gray.
I know it's a good day. Do you save them for like the weekends, your favorite pair? Sometimes if I'm like, I have something big going on today, I'm going to wear the dark gray pair. Got to whip these out for good luck.
No, I'm definitely there with you on that. Yeah.
But yours are all the same. How do you
Well,
know?
sometimes I'll get like a different brand or something, so it's slightly different, and I have my preferences of which ones I do like more.
Okay.
So sometimes I'm like, gamer ult today, I got to wear the good shit.
Yeah.
So like right now, dude,
I
I'm
have
feeling,
some
I'm feeling
that are
real
like all
tight and tucked.
Yeah.
Bro,
Yeah.
I
So if
have
they're
different
too
ones.
tight.
I have different ones
Yeah.
for each pants that I wear. Like I have to wear tight and tucked because if I wear, like sweatpants or something, if I actually go out without a
I get that.
tighter pair,
Yeah.
you don't want your fucking junk being out there. Like you'd
That's
like them
true.
to at least be a little bit, packaged away a little bit
Tucked
neater.
away.
Yeah.
I get that.
So anyway,
I mean,
In-depth
it's probably
conversation.
it's
Now that
probably
we've
like
talked about-
not an issue, knowing me. No, I'm just kidding.
What? Do you change your underwear
I'm just
every day?
making a small
even if
pee-pee
you don't
joke
shower?
because it's funny. Huh?
Yeah,
No.
I do change.
If I don't
underwear
shower, I
if
don't share.
shower.
I don't change anything. I put on the same clothes.
I shower once.
Socks I will wear for like 3 days in a row though.
Socks
Yeah,
are different. Pants I never
socks
wash.
are,
Really.
Socks are the same thing. Socks, if you don't wear them for like too long, like because I put socks on for like 2 hours and then take them off, you can wear that again. Boxers I always change every day, sometimes twice a day, depending on how many showers I take that day. Pants, you can fucking wear those for a week
Showers?
straight sometimes. Showers, yeah, multiple. And then shirts are usually one a day.
Yeah.
See, for me,
I
I
just
just
don't-
roll out
yeah.
of bed and edit. So I can live in my filth, I guess.
Right.
But I try to change as much as possible.
I just stream. I can live in my filth too. You know,
Yeah.
sometimes.
I just own one pair of everything.
I just shower when I feel dirty, you know, and I just wear the same shit until I take a shower, and then once I shower, I change. And sometimes
yeah.
I still don't change. Sometimes I put on the same clothes after a shower if the clothes aren't that dirty. You know.
See, some
don't know,
people I feel
just
like need
adjust.
to shower every day. You know.
I
But
think I need to just because I feel gross, even if I'm not that
Right.
gross, because I have bad skin. I just like to at least rinse off.
Right.
Sometimes twice a day, just so I feel better about myself.
I've been blessed to not really get stinky if I don't shower.
Yeah,
So,
I don't smell terrible. You get a little bit, but not terrible with me.
I'm not
Right.
too much of a smelly guy either. But like, you know that like, I don't wear deodorant either. Do you guys wear deodorant?
Only
Yes.
when I go out for special.
Yeah, me too.
things. Yeah.
Only when I am going to like a special occasion thing.
Right,
I
like
don't wear
if you
deodorant.
meet someone you don't know or whatever.
Look at
you just
Decky's
want-
face. He's like, you guys are gross.
You
You
just
guys
want
don't
the,
wear fucking deodorant?
I used
Only
to every
Wears
day.
deodorant
Now I don't.
daily.
yeah,
No,
I
he
do
doesn't.
actually.
I wear
do.
it like once a week, once every 2 weeks. Like when you go out to something where you don't know the person and you think you might be nervous, and that's one thing you don't want to think about is like, oh, do I smell today? You just put it on. But like most times,
Yeah.
no.
What?
Doing something
You guys
social,
are the
I'll
guys
put
at
it on.
goddamn TwitchCon that smell really bad.
Dude,
No,
deodorant's not
I
good
really
for you.
don't.
If you're not going anywhere,
Like I don't. But for
what about ball
TwitchCon,
deodorant?
for
From
TwitchCon, I put it on.
Manscaped.com.
Yeah, TwitchCon, I would
this
put it
Yeah,
on.
yeah, yeah, me
boggles
too.
my mind, dude. No, like I'm a dirty, dirty boy, but what?
Like
Yeah, I'm
I,
surprised
smell that
Decky's
bad.
shocked at this.
Yeah, you're
I
like
would
the
think
trash
Decky would
guy.
be the one that doesn't do it.
yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know.
no, deodorant always, man.
I used to be like you, and I've changed.
I also shower a lot.
During quarantine,
so-
I fell out of the habit. Honestly, during quarantine, I stopped wearing it.
well, because you don't go out.
I was gonna
You don't-
say, is this a health thing? Because they're like deodorants known for like aluminum and bullshit.
Yeah,
You don't need-
I
you
don't
don't
go
need to
out.
put that sh-
Where,
you
what
don't
do I
need to
need
put that shit
deodorant
on.
for?
Yeah, if you're not going out, why
I'm
do you
married.
need deodorant?
She's stuck with me. You know. What do I
well,
need to smell good for? She
if
guess
you-
what? She doesn't wear it either.
If your sweat smells terrible,
Well, that's
then
fine.
yeah.
Smelly couple.
If your sweat smells like fine, like not that
Smelly
bad, then you don't
couple.
need to have it in the house.
All right. Kings,
wipe your
when
ass?
when we were together in person, was
Yeah.
I smelly?
No,
I thought you were
no,
saying
you're
yeah.
fine.
Honestly, like you can have a little stank to you as long as it's not like really offensive. Just a little bit of a smell. It's not a big deal. What is a big deal and like makes me not want to go near someone is like bad breath. That's bad. That's the only thing.
I think with bad breath and deodorant is you know, if you're going out, you better fucking take care of yourself. But if you're in your house, just do the normal stuff, you know? Like, you don't have to go crazy. Wash yourself, brush your teeth. You're in the house. Like,
Yeah, brush
and then
your
if you
teeth
go
twice
out,
a day. It's kind of
and then
all
if
you
you
need
go
to do.
out, right, and then if you go out,
I do
then,
that.
Then brush your teeth, you know, use some mouthwash right before you go out, and put on some deodorant right before you go out. But if you're in your house,
You know, it helps your
You don't
breath
fucking
too a
need
lot.
to-
Flossing.
deodorant, flossing it.
You just need to be ready to go at all times. That's why I never take my shoes off.
See,
I always have like
that's
gum
true.
strapped to me
gum.
just because I'm terrified of that. Yeah. Like
This
bad
is,
breath.
I can't believe this. I thought that was, this is blowing my mind right now. I thought deodorant was just by everybody, unless like you're, you know, like proper neck beard and don't get off Reddit and Twitch. And then I was
Do
like,
you
maybe
really
those guys.
smell that bad though if you don't wear it?
No, I don't think so.
No,
Don't
I
wear
don't
it.
get that
What are you
smell
wearing
like,
it for?
No, a lot of us like go for like a couple of days or something. I'm sure I
Are
definitely
you
get
like
some
a
steak
big
going.
armpit sweaty guy?
No,
Like,
Yeah.
I'm dry as a bone. Look at that. I got nothing going on.
How long have you
So-
not been wearing deodorant like that for?
Me?
Yeah, like all your life, or pretty much?
No,
or?
no, no, no.
like
When I was
quarantine,
younger,
yeah.
I wore it because I sweat a lot, like during puberty and stuff. I was like really sweating, like when I went to school.
Right, I remember that.
And before I like started wearing deodorant, I was emitting like a heavy onion odor. And
I remember. Yeah, back
wore
in my teenage years, dude, that onion odor, I loved it. Do you ever get a lick in there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I tasted
Yeah, I mean, like when I was in school, like growing up, I wore it, and like, you know, I wore it like every day actually until recently. Like I stopped wearing it during quarantine, and I realized that I don't really need it, so I just stopped wearing it.
Well, I was wondering if maybe like you wearing it was making you sweat more back then, and now your body is just like more
Maybe.
naturally
Honestly,
acclimated
maybe.
to it.
clogged up the
That's why I
pores,
asked.
yeah.
Yeah. Maybe it's just like how your body
Could be.
is or something.
Yeah, honestly, I don't sweat out of my armpits at all. Not wearing it. The only thing is, like, you will get a little bit funky after a couple days under there. But, like, it's not like a bad smell, really. It's really not that bad. You just smell like a person. Like you're a human being. And that's not that bad. Like, it doesn't
It worries
like,
me
reek
that he
like
says
onions.
it's not that bad of a smell. I feel
It's
like
not.
Yeah,
I
I
feel like
agree.
that could be a lie.
See,
Not.
if you shower,
To you, Aqua.
No,
To
like-
you.
Like my wife doesn't
your
really
wife
wear
loves you.
deodorant
It doesn't
either, and
count.
she can like work up. Yeah, I guess we like each other's smell, I guess. But like,
That's cool,
No
man.
one's told me I smelled or anything. I don't know. I don't know.
Where's the guy that? Where's the person you met? We need testimony.
Yeah, yeah.
I've met Aqua.
Guys from the beach.
That's why
yeah,
your
those guys.
conversation was so small.
Did I smell?
Like, get
if you're
the
watching, they're
fuck outta here.
definitely not watching.
This guy stinks.
I didn't mean to get us off on this.
So many
I just-
comments are going to be
I
like,
thought
"That
this
was
very
me."
unusual.
Yes, you stink.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, right. Nah, I don't smell.
We actually have a hard-hitting topic that we haven't even got to yet, and it's almost 50 minutes in. Are we? Do you guys want to go over that
Yeah,
one
let's
that we
get in
talked-
there. I want to know some details.
Oh yeah, we have to talk about
All right.
everything we started with
On the
Hexloom
members
too.
only.
forgot about
on
that.
the members only special, we got into
Oh,
a little
okay.
bit of religion talk, just about our upbringings, and each one of us has had an interesting one. So I think we'll go into a deep dive into some of these. Decky, as you guys know, is probably the easiest one since he's talked about it before. But
Yeah.
Decky, you want to talk about your little upbringing, your childhood?
Pouring a little bit of that Topo Chico right now. Yeah. Yeah, I think I've referenced it a lot, and I think it also shines through in most aspects of my life. But yeah, I grew up with a super Christian upbringing. I was talking a little bit. My dad used to work in like the Christian music industry back in like the 90s and so on, and how that has impacted and turned me into the somewhat peculiar person that I am today. With, you know, coming of age, being an adult, and getting your own mindset, having your own experiences outside of the brainwash that your parents give you as a child. But like I've referenced that. The real thing is we want to hear from Hex.
Yeah, we want to hear from Hex. This is interesting. Something that I think
Hex blew us away. He gave us some background that we didn't know about.
I did know of this, I think, because I briefly mentioned it, but I never went into it. But I guess it seems like it's deeper than I thought.
He talked about it last time he was on a little bit.
Did I
Like,
really?
Just,
I don't remember.
Just a little bit. Like
I think
we
it
were
was a
talking about how
touch.
you weren't allowed to play like video game, like certain games or something. I don't know.
So when I was raised as Jehovah's Witness, and my parents to this day are still very heavily involved in the organization. It's really a cult, honestly. If you get right down
and
to
for
it,
those that
it's very much a cult.
I'm sure most people know what it is, but for brief, explanation, go ahead. Hex, and explain.
They're people that think that they are the one true religion, and they think everything else is just a lie, essentially. They believe that 144,000 people will be saved during Armageddon, will go to heaven, and they're the anointed, and then everyone else who didn't believe in God and that religion are going to die, and the only Jehovah's Witnesses will inherit the earth, which has been
Are
something
there
that
like
always...
144,000 Jehovah's Witnesses?
144,000?
No,
Not many.
144,000 go to heaven to serve with God during Armageddon. And then everyone else that was in the religion on earth stay on earth to live in paradise in harmony
Oh.
with all the animals and everyone. And everyone else is going to die.
This is like Thanos.
How do you become 144,000?
Is it? Did Thanos start the Jehovah's Witness or something?
Yeah,
he's the original.
Yeah.
It's John Smith and everything with. Is that it? John Smith?
That's
I believe
Mormons,
that
I
is
think.
Mormon. Yeah.
Oh. Sorry.
I couldn't even tell
Not
you
trying
who...
Oops.
I couldn't even tell you who created, honestly, Jehovah's
John
Witnesses.
Smith. It sounds like a made-up name.
It does, right?
It's kind of
The
funny.
guy that settled, like, Plymouth Rock.
That's
John
a
Smith.
fucking pilgrim, dude.
Yeah, his name was like John Smith too or some
Correct.
shit.
There's multiple John Smiths. I don't remember if that sounds Mormon to me because I believe I know what you're talking about. And again, we're not trying to disrespect any religion.
No,
know that
I'm
people
just
don't like it.
unintelligent.
We're just
I-
talking about it.
Yeah, we're just talking. So Jehovah Witnesses are interesting. I'm sure that some of you have noticed them when they knock on your door and try to convert you.
That was Hex.
That was Hex. But that is the main thing that I think we don't understand on the outside is, and Hex explained this a little bit. You're not allowed to really know or be friends with anyone on the outside. You have to only know them and try to convert them. Correct, Hex? That's kind of what the whole
Yeah,
religion
so
is.
you can't have friends like essentially outside of the religion. So you can have what are acquaintances. So if I ever went to school, I didn't have friends that were acquaintances. They were just people that I essentially were trying to preach to or just eventually assimilate into the religion. I could give them like magazines, where they have these magazines called like the Watchtower and Awake magazine, and I would give them to them and whatnot.
You must have been
and-
popular.
Oh, dude, it's the worst. If you really want to fuck up your kid, raise them as a Jehovah's Witness. And so what happened is I had all these people, but I didn't have any friends inside of the congregation. It's called a congregation anyway. So all my friends were like these older people, essentially. So I basically grew up alone. Not like that, but I gotta say,
No, well, I wasn't saying like that, but you know what I mean. Like it's like a weird thing when a kid doesn't have anyone his own age to talk to. It's just
right,
like a
exactly.
weird- yeah.
That's kind of terrible, honestly.
So, and that's not really the fault of anyone. It's just there weren't really that many kids that I really related to in this congregation that I went to. So I spent a lot of time on my own. My dad had like this video camera that I would just make short movies on, and I would just film a bunch of stuff. I would like edit in it, essentially. I would just like edit in the video camera, and I would just, that's all I would do. It would just be me and my dog hanging out constantly. So I didn't really have friends. So as time went on, I went to elementary school, and then in middle school, I was homeschooled. That's why I made the joke about homeschooling, because like I've actually been through it before, like in the members only. And then luckily I went to high school. I begged my parents to go to high school, and then they pulled me out because they started freaking out again. And so this whole thing, there's a lot more to it, but Jehovah's Witnesses have this thing called disfellowshipping. So if you are baptized in the religion, which I was at 12, and then eventually you don't want to be in the religion or you do something bad in it, they do what's called disfellowshipping, which is they get in front of the whole congregation and they announce it to everyone, basically saying that everyone in the congregation is not allowed to talk to you anymore.
It's like a shame.
Wow.
But they still expect you to fucking come to the meetings. But no one's going to talk to you. And that's what the whole this goes back to the friends thing, is they gear that up because they want everyone to not have friends outside so that they are only attached to the people that are inside. So if something like that happens, you don't know anyone else. And that feeling of being alienated is just going to fucking haunt you, right? And you're going to want to go back. You're going to want to go back to these meetings so that you can get what's called reinstated, which means everyone's can talk to you again. It's so fucked up. It's
They're
like
they're blackmailing you. You want a life? You want to have friends?
It sounds like a weird, like, cliquey group in high school.
That also goes for family. Yeah. So if you are disfellowshipped, your family's not even allowed to talk to you, which is what happened to me. I was disfellowshipped when I was 16. So legally, my parents still had to talk to me, but it was just common knowledge that when I turned 18, they would stop all contact with me and I was going to move out, essentially. Mm-hmm. And that's what happened.
That's what you did, yeah.
You had said that you hadn't talked to them since you're 18 on the members thing. I didn't realize that was like...
Yeah, I talked to them maybe once or twice because I needed to for something, and that's it. That's the only thing.
That's kind of sad, man. Like, I have such a good
people,
relationship.
Move out at 18, have bad relationship with their parents, or whatever.
Yeah,
move out for different reasons, but that is
for some beliefs like that really just ruin your relationship with your parents just because of some shit that someone else said. That seems crazy to me. It
makes you grow up real quick, though. I'll tell you that.
Yeah,
that's for sure. And you fuck up a lot too in life because of it, because you don't have anyone really to help you.
Right, and some of the experiences that other people have just by kind of living their life, you might not have because you didn't talk to anyone seriously outside the congregation.
Right.
That's another thing. Yeah.
But I love religion talk, and I've even told my parents before all this happened. I was like, I'm not saying what you're believing is wrong. It's obviously helped you guys in certain aspects of your life. It's just I don't believe any of this shit. But if it's helping you, then that's great. But I don't see why we can't talk. I'm never going to be like what you're thinking is wrong. I would never do that to anybody's religion. Right. But
we talked about this.
For me, it's not for me, So it's
there's a point where I think things get a little bit too far, and that's that point. Religion is great, it helps people are comforted by it, but I think at a certain point, number one, my personal belief is no one religion is correct. I do believe in God or some kind of force, like I mentioned on the members episode. But I think to follow something to such an extreme where you don't talk to your own kid because of I think that's too much.
They follow the Bible to the T.
Yeah,
especially they are still in the mindset that women can't even hold powerful positions within the organization as well, because a male figure has to be the head of it. So they're still stuck in those type of ideals as well. And I will say that my parents, I never once saw my dad act that way towards my mom. I will say that because my parents were they worked very well together. And as far as I know, they're still together. And I truly believe they're going to be that way till they die. But it is very common and within the religion where women are just shunned, essentially, with their ideas and just anything. And it sucks. It really fucking sucks. So, but it's not a religion that's talked about a lot. And it's just, at least I haven't seen anything.
Yeah.
I think it's super interesting.
I had no idea.
I mean, I've always
I know about Jehovah's Witnesses coming to your door, but I totally had that shit backwards. I didn't have any idea about that.
Yeah, I didn't know either. I knew a couple Jehovah Witnesses that we talked to in very, very low passing, and that was, they would essentially, that's what the feel you get, and you're a kid, you don't really know, but it was sort of like a thing where your parents are like, oh yeah, you can talk to them, type of thing, but like then when you came home, sometimes you have a conversation.
At that point, that's being intolerant of other people. Like the Jehovah's Witnesses like your parents are intolerant of you, their own son, It's crazy. Like people should be able to think what they want or believe what they want. And like in this case, it's like the fact that you don't believe in what they believe in is literally creating like a rift between you. Like people should be able to believe what they want to believe and just be okay with associating with them and like just letting them do what they want and doesn't bother me. So here I am over here. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it depends on the situation. And also, the big thing is that you can't blame or look too down on or criticize like how people live their life too much, because these Jehovah Witnesses most of them probably grew up in the same lifestyle and it's been that way passed on. So they have different experiences growing up, and that's what shaped them. And now they're putting it down to the next generation the same way they learned. So they didn't maybe have outside experiences that makes it so.
Sounds like they try and make it that way. That's like what they're after.
But that's what they're doing.
That's essentially what it is.
But that's what they're trying to do. But that's what I mean is they've been doing that for generations. So they just think, not everyone's perfect, and they just do what they have been told or what they've learned or what they feel is right, even if we as people outside feel like it's not the right way. It's all depends on how you look at it and what upbringing and
that's
the
true.
situation.
I really want to talk to like a youth that's in that religion now, especially now with like social media and how easily like accessible any type of really anything is outside world, right? Because me growing up in the 90s, you don't really have that really. So you had dial-up internet, but I never really went on it. So now I feel like you have all of these different social media apps and everything. I wonder how that is, and if like the publications shun stuff like that from kids having it.
Yeah,
I don't know.
That'd be interesting to know.
Check out next week when we get
when we interview
a teenage Jehovah's Witness kid on the show.
Yeah.
Maybe I'll put it in an intro.
Yeah, I just couldn't believe that when he like mentioned that he's Jehovah's Witness like growing up. I was like, wait, Hex?
Yeah, you would never think it now, but yeah, I was one of those kids, very heavily into it.
People
did
could
like a
tell
full
something was
180
wrong with my childhood.
Yeah.
Hex can eat sauce on pizza. Maybe Jehovah's Witness isn't so bad after all.
Everyone has different situations. I think that I talked about.
You can't celebrate holidays either.
Oh, that's
no
one
holidays,
thing that I
no
remember.
Birthdays.
I
Do they
think
not
that
have a specific like Jehovah's Witness Day?
It's called Memorial of Jesus Christ, and it's once a year. And
When is it?
It's around Passover time, honestly, and it's that's April, May, something like that.
Yeah, like Easter.
It's a very big deal.
Passover? I think that's in like November.
No.
I don't know. I honestly
it
don't
was-
know. I'm Jewish and I don't know. Honestly, I was not raised religious.
But it's
October,
like a
maybe?
big deal, like around it's around like April or May or something.
Yeah.
It's around like springish, and it's like this celebration of Jesus' resurrection, essentially him dying. It's just essentially one more meeting you have to go to during the week. It's whatever. It's nothing special. There was no like birthday. I didn't have my first
Do you get
birthday until
presents?
like 18. No presents.
What? No birthday?
No birthdays, because the only accounts in the Bible, 2 people died in them, and they
Did-
correlate that to God not wanting you to celebrate them.
So, do you know when your birthday
Not
is?
made up.
Like,
Yes, I know when my birthday
You
is.
know what?
How
you didn't get
old
to
am
celebrate
I?
it.
They
Do they like acknowledge the day you were born?
Yes, they
Like,
acknowledge the day that I was.
okay, so you don't get to like do anything about it.
There's no
Your parents
party.
weren't
There's no
like happy birthday.
There's no celebration.
There's nothing.
It's
not
just
allowed.
like
It's
keeping
like,
track
I'm a
of
year
how
older.
old you are.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, I get it. Damn.
So when I was
So
18,
basically,
I had-
no fun, right? No friends.
You read
no
the Bible
birthdays,
and you tell other people to read it as
play
well.
with a video camera. That's about it, huh?
Yeah, thank God I had that at least. Shit. Homeschooling was the worst too. Honestly, it was
I can
the fucking
imagine.
worst.
I don't understand homeschooling from what I've seen from experience. It just is a weird situation. But again, I'm on the outside looking in. But like, there's no way that I could listen to my parents teach me all this stuff and even take it seriously. My parents would not do a good job homeschooling, so maybe that's why I find it weird.
See, my parents did that mostly during middle school, but then when they pulled me out in high school, they didn't. So I pretty much just like self did everything. So I graduated high school very early. I graduated when I was 16 because when I was in middle school with homeschooling, you can combine grades for whatever reason. So I took 7th and 8th together. So I started actual high school a year early, and then when I pulled out, I combined 11th and 12th together. So I graduated high school at 16, and at 16 they were like, "What do you want to do?" And I'm like, "You can go to college." And at 16, like I'm out of school. Like, what the fuck do I want to do? I'm 16. I don't want to go to school. So I started playing music, being involved in bands and stuff, and that it just went from there. Essentially, like creativity became my religion, I guess, at that point, which just took over. But by then, my parents knew that I was already disfellowshipped by then, so
Yeah.
they knew I wasn't gonna be doing anything with it.
So,
Yeah.
like, what kind of
So
like
crazy.
job do you have to have? Like a Jehovah's Witness related job? Like,
Funny thing you mentioned that, because there's a
you
lot
just
of
be like a plumber or something.
there's a lot of people that actually do jobs like that. They're like handymen, essentially. That's a very common job. Like a lot of them own their own businesses, at least where I grew up in New Mexico. But a lot of them become like carpet cleaners. Just, I don't know, oddball jobs, kind of like that. I guess you could count that as an oddball job. I don't really know, but very like normie jobs, I guess, but not like in a I don't really know how to describe that.
It'd be independent. Well, they'd be entrepreneur, like own their own business, do
Kind of, yeah.
small,
And then everyone would work for them, essentially.
right, exactly. They'd
So you had a
keep it
lot of people.
inside the congregation. Yeah,
There you go.
and it'd be small jobs that they'd still, if I'm correct, they would work for people that weren't in the congregation. Like, sorry, they would be paid and like clean people's houses or whatever that were not in the congregation. Correct.
Yeah.
But the people that worked there would almost always be in the congregation. Yeah. That way.
Yes. Correct.
Yeah, that way the people that you work with is actually part of the Jehovah Witness. And then if you go to someone's house, they're not even there anyways, so you just fucking do the work and get the hell out.
This was very common. I'm not saying everyone had that.
That's
but
like B&H photo. It's all Hasidic Jews that work there, or mostly, or something.
really
Kind of like that. Yeah, it's the same. It like honestly, like I think like there are tons of religious sections or like groups, whatever you want to call it, that are like this, that have like very extreme kind of rules and beliefs. You know, like I'm not an expert on any of them, so I don't really want to speak, but in too much detail.
It's fine.
But,
we're just talking. We're four guys talking.
Yeah, we're just talking.
We're not trying to offend anyone.
But like at a certain point, I think when you start not accepting other people for their beliefs, I think, and when the brainwashings kind of things start to take place, like that's when, in my mind, in my opinion, that's a bad place to go.
Yeah, I think beliefs are good. I think once it gets into like organized religion that brainwashes, then you're like, okay,
not accepting other people for their beliefs. You know, like Hex and his parents don't even talk because of that shit. that's where it gets a little too much, in my opinion, and I think it's wrong at that point.
And I'm glad my upbringing was my dad. I raised Christian Catholic, and my dad did the thing where when I was a little kid and I was still deciding, I had to go to it. Every Sunday, go to church, blah blah blah. And then when you get old enough where you get confirmed, you essentially have to make the choice on your own, and you have to pledge, in front of the church and before God that you agree.
Being given a choice is nice.
My father said once you get to that point, you choose on your own, and that's when I chose not to. Yeah, be part of that.
That's
cool.
good.
That's the way it should be, I feel like.
Yeah, you just...
My parents gave me the option too.
The beliefs were fine that they... a lot of the beliefs, sorry. Not all of them, but a lot of the beliefs that they taught were great. They're fine. They're good things to keep as your moral code or whatever. But the overall, strictness and different, aspects that you want to question or not believe in, at least one of the places I went to was very strict about that kind of stuff. Oh, you don't ever do that. If you say Jesus Christ ever, you're going to hell. And it's okay, well, I don't want to be part of this religion. I'm fine with being beliefs or whatever. I don't believe in God now, but then I was, still open to it. And I'm still open to it now if that was actually, something that came up. But I'm more of a scientific guy now. Not Scientologist.
Scientologist.
Not a Scientologist. I mean, I believe more in physical science.
We should all join or something. That'd be fun activity to do.
We should start our own religion.
Yeah, we should all just become Scientologists.
No.
Why not? We can pick a new religion every week.
Yeah.
It'd be kind of interesting. Maybe every month or something.
Next week we'll be Scientologists.
Aren't Scientologists
Join us next week when we're all Scientologists.
Isn't that a lot of it really, really wealthy people that just batshit? I mean, I don't want to be mean, but batshit crazy, and they're just throwing money to prove some weird shit that the Earth is flat or whatever. I thought that's generally what. I don't know much about Scientology, but it's weird stuff.
I think
from wherever I see.
I watched the South Park on it. I think
There's that's pretty much where I hear
telescope
stuff.
guy or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. L. Ron Hubbard, or he's a telescope guy, right? Didn't he make that telescope? Is that a different guy?
Hubble? I'm so lost. We're talking about the guy that
here.
protects the bridge to Asgard and Thor?
What?
That's the only telescope guy that I know.
Okay, nerd.
Yeah, nerd.
I don't even know shit about Thor. I just seen half the movie. Well, that was a very interesting discussion.
That is a very interesting
little tidbit about old
upbringing on all of
Hexloom.
us. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's funny though, because some of that stuff still sticks with me to this day, where I'm oh fuck, what if Armageddon comes, and shit like that, and I'm oh wait, that's not gonna happen, don't worry about it. And you're oh,
if it does, you won't know the
I'm gonna
difference.
die.
Who fucking
Whatever.
cares?
Yeah, who cares?
It's a shit.
All right.
It's gonna happen anyway.
Yeah. I think I think we're all in the same boat, regardless of your religion. If that shit does come, I'm pretty sure everyone's gonna be fucked equally. So thanks for watching the Gamer Hole.
Yeah, thank you.
This is
Hopefully
a
we
fun
didn't
one
alienate
today.
anyone. Hopefully.
Hey, if you were offended by any of this, we were just talking.
I didn't have shit to say, dude.
Yeah.
Well, you said a lot during the members only, I feel like.
Yeah.
And did you guys know for an extra $4.99
Oh god.
you guys could get extra footage?
More
cutting this out.
Jehovah's Witness inside info.
More JW talk.
Yeah, people get they come to your house to tell you about it. Well, guess what? Here we're telling you about it on the podcast. We're basically knocking on everybody's door.
I think I have an idea for next week's intro now. That'll set the scene for the Jehovah's Witness thing, I think.
Are you gonna
be good?
Get all dressed up?
Yeah, just knocking.
Hey, would you like to hear about our Lord and Savior?
The gamer hole.
That's what they say, right? the gamer hole. Yeah. All right. Well,
guys.
thank you for watching.
Thanks for watching.
Thanks for having me, by the way.
Yeah, Hexloom, thank you for joining us. We'll see you next week on Thursday, every Thursday forever. Members only episodes go up on Wednesdays now. I don't know if any of you, if that affects any of you guys out there who don't watch the exclusive members episode, but maybe a Wednesday schedule might be a little more enticing and you might want to join. Nice. Okay, catch you later. Thank you for watching.
Hey, it's me, Z-Chum. Thank you for watching The Gamer Hole. We appreciate it. If you'd like to support The Gamer Hole further, there's a little join button down below, right below the video, right there. Check it out. It gets you access to an extra video every week, a secret members only video, as well as priority commenting, and access to a Gamer Hole live stream we're gonna do every month or two. So if you want to support the channel, by no means do you have to, but the option is there. Thank you for watching. We appreciate you, and we'll see you on the next Gamer Hole.